Hello friends and welcome to my YouTube channel Simply Stocks, and today I'm going to talk about a multi-bagger pick, and that is VIP Industries, a stock that everybody knows about, but let's understand the valuations and why I feel this can be 2-3x from here. Let's get started. First of all, a disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation, and people taking any position into any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research, and I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. Before I talk about VIP Industries, here's a small request that kindly support me on Patreon, and once you do that, it will help me grow the channel and it will help you also ask me questions on a daily basis. Once you get the $10 membership, you will have access to my portfolio, my watch list, exclusive podcasts that I put up there, articles that I put up there, and you can ask me queries on markets and companies. For detailed stock analysis and a number of stocks if you're having, you can directly email me, and personalized stock queries I can answer, and we can work things out from there. Now about VIP Industries. Established in 1971, they provide luggage and travel accessories. Headquartered in Mumbai, has 16,000 employees currently. They are leader in this space. So VIP luggages and suitcases are the most you can say bought, along with other brands. There are 2-3 other brands, but VIP is in the topmost in this. They have roped in major celebrities as their you can say promoters in promotional campaigns, and spent a lot on that, and that had led to a lot of growth in sales over the last 3-4 years until the pandemic hit India. So by that time the profitability soared and the company was doing well. Currently they have 6 brands, which is named as Aristocrat, Skybag, etc. Have operations in UK, Dubai and Singapore as well. So basically VIP Industries is a consumer play altogether, rather than looking at it in a different way, and I believe it is also a proxy to the airline sector, that if you cannot buy airline stocks, if you cannot buy into aviation, and there is a lot of difficulty understanding the numbers and what they are going to come up with, uh, you can buy into VIP when you think that the things are getting normal in terms of travel. And then it is also a proxy play on rail travel as well. Rather than buying into IRCTC, you can do with something like a VIP. If you look at the financials of the company, then the sales were up only 2%, but the profit went down. Profit was flat, so actually it's not down 35%. Profit was also flat. Increase in financial cost has hurt the numbers, because the profits would have gone up even further. Element of deferred tax payment is there. Return on equity until March 2020 was around 25-27%. Operating profit margin has been around 15-16%, which is reasonable, but over the last 3 months, over the last quarter, things have deteriorated with respect to the return ratios. If you look at the performance of the stock, so stock has fallen relentlessly since August of 2018. So 2016 to 18 was the best golden period for the company and the stock, and it has fallen relentlessly from those levels. Currently, it has fallen something like 70% from those highs. Numbers have been good apart from the last quarter. So last 2 quarters have not been that great. So the June quarter as well as the March quarter has not been that great, and we can understand why June was not that best, with 45 days of complete shutdown of their businesses. Have produced strong return ratios up till now. Only the last quarter has been an aberration. It has recovered 40% from the March low, so it has come back, but not that well. So what is currently ailing the stock is that the travel and tourism industry has not picked up, although other things have picked up little bit with unlock 1 and some of the economic activities running, but government cannot open up travel just like that, whether by train or plane, and that is getting hindered, and that's why this stock is in as at such abysmal levels at the moment. So at least for the next 6 months it may not perform consistently well, but we can look at the stock currently with the prices that it is trading at. Probably 6 months down the line, the prices you will not get, although the ground situation would improve and things will get rolling in terms of travel. So then this is the trade-off that you have, that currently prices are low but there is no travel, and in December January there could be a chance of a travel happening by March, and travel industry opening up, and all this aviation sector may open up big time from Jan Feb. But by that time the stock might have doubled or tripled from these levels, or gone up 70, 80, 100%. So why I believe it is a 3x stock from here. See, low market cap for such a business. The business is huge with the kind of product that they are selling. It has mass consumption, and although there are other companies in the same sector and there is competition, they have a bigger market share. And what will happen is once a travel opens up, there will be a lot of pent up demand and a lot of people traveling. So there will be a lot of demand for these suitcases. I won't be surprised that they would sell, they would work on 100% capacity in about 6 to 9 months time. So future growth is imminent, and growth could be very big once the industry opens up. uh, can be a proxy to air and rail travel, as I explained, that if you cannot buy an Indigo or a SpiceJet or an IRCTC, you can definitely buy into this. But be very careful, at this point of time you may see 6 to 9 months of underperformance on the stock. But then you never know when the stock would turn around, or when you would say that the stock will keep moving higher, and things open up. So probably the prudent thing would be to, if you really want to get into this industry and want to make money from this, then what you need to do is buy incrementally over the next 6 to 8 months, and then sit tight for 2 years, and you'll make good money. So it will surge once a travel restriction eases, once things normalize. It will just surge, may go on circuits, etc., and debt is extremely low. So the company per se is extremely good in terms of financials, in terms of the way it has been managed, in terms of the financials and the books have been managed. It is a very good company, reputed company, good management, everything. But the problem is the sector itself, which is in doldrums at the moment. So the sector should revive in 1 year's time. So over the next 8 to 9 months, one can just look at incrementally adding. So what needs to be done? In my opinion, you can buy on major decline. So whenever market falls 300-400 points, this is down 5%, 6%, you can add a few shares, 5%, 10% of your total quantity that you want to buy. Keep track of numbers. The June numbers would be worst. Probably September would not be that great. So you have time till end of the year to just accumulate, but have a good 2-3 years at least after today. So 2023 or 2024 would be the time to take out the money, and probably make a good money of it, not in the next 1 year or 1.5 years. So it's a 3 year play at least. But it can become a 3-4x from these levels, 2 to 3x. And put in only 5% of your total holding. I won't be surprised if the stock touches 750, 800 when things normalize in 3 years time. Currently at around 270, 280. So this was my video on VIP industry. Please like and subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon so that you can get my videos straight away when I post it. Thanks a lot for watching.